Now to the news, and we begin in Augusta, where a group says it has enough signatures to get a so-called red flag gun law on the ballot in November.
Maine is the only state in the nation to have what is known as a yellow flag law, which outlines a process for guns to be taken away from people found to be a threat to themselves or others. Some, however, view that as cumbersome and are throwing their support behind a measure that would go even further. As News Center Maine's Donovan Lynch reports, they are one step closer to getting a red flag referendum to voters.
Today in Augusta, members of the Maine Gun Safety Coalition submitted more than 80,000 signatures to get a red flag law on the ballot in November.
We know that Mainers reject a false choice between gun rights and gun responsibility.
These boxes of names supporting a proposal that would allow a person's family to petition a judge to take away guns from that person if they pose a threat to themselves or others. Nicole Palmer is leading the effort.
This is a measure that will allow for families to take action when their loved one is in crisis.
In allowing family members this kind of say, the red flag law would go further than the state's current yellow flag law, where the power to initiate the firearms confiscation process is in the hands of law enforcement.
It's really quite cumbersome. They have to find the person, take them into custody. There are many, many steps that take a lot of time.
But others who are against the red flag law proposal see the current law as working well.
I think it's extremely effective. It's been used hundreds of times, especially in the wake of Lewiston tragedy.
Maine House Republican Minority Leader Billy Bob Fockingham argues the red flag law, with the power it gives families, violates a constitutional right.
Well, all people have a right to due process, and if someone is accused of something, then there's a process to adjudicate that.
Well, if it were actually a violation of our constitutional rights, this law would not be in place in 21 states across the nation.
Now, once the Secretary of State processes the ballot measures, the legislature will have a chance to act on it. If they don't do that, it'll land on the ballot. In Augusta, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.